are officially kicking off 2024 spring bear. Just hiked up off the trail here and working my way back in here for the last couple hours. Hiking up a ridge now to hopefully get to a glassing knob and set up camp and see if we can't find some bears. So super excited to get out and spend some time in the woods. I have a week's worth of food on my back right now, and I have about 10 days total out here to hunt. So should be a good time. Hopefully we can get into some bears. Already been seeing some elk back behind me and just enjoying God's beautiful creation. So I'm gonna try self film as much of this hunt as I can and hopefully capture action for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy the trip. Alrighty, well, I just got up top of this ridge I want to get on, and I'm gonna set up camp here for the night. Ran out of daylight, didn't really have any time to glass this evening, so I just worked my way up as high as I could get, and then I'm gonna set up camp here, glass from here in the morning, and then keep working my way up this ridge and looking over country. So I'm gonna set up the tent here real quick and eat some food, and we'll see you in the morning.
All right, good morning. Got a good night's rest and just gonna poke out of the tent here and start doing some glassing. Already been looking out here while I'm drinking some coffee and just glancing at some stuff and seeing if anything pokes out. So just had some breakfast and gonna get out here. Rained a little bit last night, so have a feeling things might be hunkered in a little bit, but that's all right. Get out, glass things over, and hopefully turn something up. So, well, the weather unfortunately kind of took a turn for the worse, as you can hear outside. Kind of knew this storm was rolling in. It's all right. I'm gonna hunker down in the tent here until it blows through, and maybe spend some time and set up the stove and get that rolling so I can dry things out. So nothing too exciting. Glassed this morning for quite a while. Kind of rainy out, so not expecting to see a ton, but just saw deer and elk. No bears so far, but great looking country. So we're gonna at least spend tonight here so we can get a good glassing in all this country before I pack up and move on up the ridge. So all right, gonna hunker down and lay low for a little bit. Alrighty. Well, as you can see, it's not ideal bear hunting conditions. Definitely fogged in and raining, but I wanted to at least work up this ridge and glass. Never know. Guess you're not gonna find anything sitting in the tent. So I was hiking up this ridge and got myself a little consolation prize. Yeah, little raghorn 5. Love it though. Means no one's been up this ridge. Throw that on the pack and keep working up the ridge. All right, well, I was working down this ridge here, kind of glassing this country across the way for bears, and I looked down and glassed this up. Check this out. There's a bleached out white good bull down here, and it's kind of like elevated on some brush, so I don't know if someone else found it and put it up there, didn't want to hike it out, or if the bull used the brush to knock its horn off. So we'll go down there and pick it up and see what we got. All right, well, I made it all the way down here. Here it is. I have been feeling someone probably, the feeling someone probably put that there. Seems it's a big bull. And it's a big bull. Look at that bull there. Man.
That is a beast. Well, I'm gonna take it. I'm kind of probably crazy, but I think that's cool. All right, well, we got the bull thrown on the pack there, adding a little weight for the hike out. I had to drop all the way down here to the creek, so I'm gonna grab some water while I'm down here, fill up the bladder so I got enough water for meals tonight. So I'm gonna filter some water and then make the hoof back on out of here, back up onto the ridge so we can keep glassing for bears. Oh man, so cool. So I just got out on this glassing point here, finally cleared off, sun's coming out a little bit, warming up. Looks like an area in here you'd expect bulls to winter. So I pull it up in the binos and check this out. I gotta show you guys what I found in the frame. How cool is that? To find a white shed, not even this year's shed, but a hard white shed in the same frame, like 20 feet from where I spotted that bull. So cool. Now I'm gonna have to plan out my hunt to go down, get that. Man, that's so cool. Well, it's been a pretty crazy evening. Kind of tough conditions for bear hunting. It's been windy, snowy, off and on, so I'm getting glassing in when I can, but not ideal conditions for bears. So I decided to work over this hillside here. I've been seeing quite a few elk on it. I saw 3 bulls come up out of here and they're just starting to sprout a little velvet. I picked up a shed, looks like decent 5-point. So I was glassing around, checking, and sure enough, looks like I matched up the other side to it, about 100 yards from the other one. Looked around, couldn't see anything else, so then I just started really like just panning this hillside, just like following game trails, and picked up another busted up fresh 6-point down here. So pretty crazy. 3 sheds for sure on this hillside, and I'm gonna try glass some more and see if I can't pick something else up. I'll glass a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna head back down to the tent and get the stove rolling and dry things out. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, well, we made it down across over here to the other side that we're gonna hike up and pick up these sheds. Just kind of been checking around here to see if I can't find the other side before I go pick it up. So we're gonna go grab it and I'll show you guys here in a second. Alrighty, well, here it is. Be a smaller 6, but it's busted, so just a 5, but good bull. See if I can't work around here and find the other side, but I'll show you guys here what it looks like. Yeah, it's a great bull. I love it. Love that back end there. It's like a nice big sword off the back. Man, it's too bad he busted off. Yeah, nice 6, but be a great bull. Should be a great bull this year. I love it. All right, well, it got nice and then stormy again. Just made it over here to this shed here. It's like a real small 5, and we got the other side right over here. So we got the one side here, and then down there, a bush down over there, the other side. So.
Get a little pickup video and then go grab the other one. Alright, there it is. Nothing massive. But it's brown. And we got the other side, so we'll take it. Alright, well, we are hiking down here to grab the other side of this bowl. I'm quite certain. I thought it was the other side, but guys, this looks like a different bowl. It's hard to tell. No, I think it's a match. No, it's not. Two left sides. So that means there's more horns in here. Alright, well, I thought it was a match, but it's a different bowl. A little bit better 5-point, but both left sides. So not a match, but cool nonetheless. Man, this weather is just crazy. The sun's back out. Hey! Alright, well, I am down in this hole here where I glassed up that shed from yesterday. Alright, well, there's the bowl. It's pretty easy to glass up with it being so white. Looks like last year's shed and grew really similar to that bowl I found fresh from this year just down the ridge, so I have a feeling it's probably the same bowl. It's probably about half a mile to a quarter of a mile from where the other one was, so heck yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, well, we're just walking up to where I glassed up this other shed in here. It looked to me like it could be the match to one of those 5-points I found down the ridgeway, so there it is. Yeah, I think it might be the other side to that small guy. Alright, well, I'm gonna throw this on the pack and keep on hiking. Well, good morning. The sun is out this morning. Hopefully it stays out for most of the day, so gonna head up here and do a little glassing and hopefully pick up a bear. So stay tuned. Alright, well, we got the first bear of the trip spotted, but unfortunately is way across the river where I can't get to. I'll pull it up on the phone scope here, but at least know they're out and we have bears in the area at least. Alright, well, I've glassed all this country in here, so I'm gonna go down and get the tent and all the gear work up this ridge and get on this next ridge over here and glass into the next basin over. So that's going to kind of be the furthest I'm going to push into this area. Pretty far already at this point. So, all right, gonna go grab the tent and hopefully locate some bears for you. Well, I was just hiking along this ridge here. I popped up and thought, man, this seems like a spot I should look for an elk shed. No joke, right down here. Yeah, look at that thing. Nice. Man, I don't know. It's hard to say. These bulls in here definitely have like a crazy, like their backs. So they got that going on. Genetics. So it's hard to say. Might be a different bull, but it's the left to a right and it looks similar. So when we get them together, we'll have to check it out. How cool is that? Man, it's awesome. Oh man, by far, this has been my best trip for sheds I've ever had, and I'm out bear hunting. It's just crazy. I got all these sheds loaded on here. Unfortunately, no bears. Hiked way up this basin into the next one, glassed it all over, and nothing over on this side. Just saw the bear way over there that I saw earlier, which I ended up relocating, and it had a cub with it. So I'm gonna pack all these down this ridge, probably camp down lower tonight. This glass for the evening, being it's already 6 o'clock, and then hike down to the trail in the morning, and then go up empty and grab the other sheds I left up on the ridge in the other spot, and then probably head out of here and relocate to a new spot. So try get into some bears because it hasn't been producing too much in here. So all right, I'm gonna throw this bad boy on my back. Well, we are fully relocated to a new unit. I hiked out of that area, packed out all those sheds, and decided to drive to a new unit into some country I've been in before and seen bears. So hopefully get in here and see if we can't get it done. I'm gonna hike in and set up camp and do some glassing for the evening. So hopefully get some action for you guys. Well, that was a crazy evening. Sorry I didn't get a chance to pull the camera out, but I was hiking down the trail down here, this glassing point, and instantly, without even pulling the tripod out, glassed up 3 bears, and I mean all down across this massive canyon, so I can't shoot from here. But that was kind of the plan, was to glass across and see what I could find. Looks decent from here. We're like 2,000 plus yards away, so can't fully tell, but good looking chocolate. I saw a chocolate in the same spot last year, so it could be the same bear, not positive. So I'm gonna hike out of here back to the truck and drive around to a different trailhead and come into this canyon a different way. So hopefully get in there, get up to a vantage point within shooting range of that tomorrow, and hope he comes back out. So wish me luck. See you in the morning. We have been hiking since daylight. It is just after 9 o'clock. And we are finally up here in position. So just gonna set up the tripod here and glass and hope that bear comes back out where it was ripping up those rocks last night and get a shot. We're at 566 from where it was last night, so right around the 500 to 600 yard like I was guessing based on my Onyx measuring distance. So we'll hang out here and hope the bear shows itself. All right, the bear is finally out. He's at 720 yards right now, so I'm gonna kind of watch. It's pretty windy and see if he moves down a little closer. Yes. All right, it's crazy action. So I'm watching this one bear working closer, and another chocolate came out, big fatty at 700. So I'm gonna get set up on it.
While I was working on getting set up for the shot, the setting sun was shining directly into my eyes. I quickly noticed another vantage about 30 yards closer and decided to move my gun and camera there. Thankfully, the bear was laying down and gave me plenty of time to get set back up for the shot. With the bear not showing any signs of moving, I took the time I needed to dry fire and make sure that I was fully set up for the shot.
Had to do a follow-up shot, but I saw a lot of blood coming from its side when I followed up and it roared, so. Oh, let's hope he's down. It's a big bear.
All right, guys. Well, oh man, a lot transpired. Sorry I didn't get a film at all after I shot. I needed to hustle because light is fading fast, and I'm solo and don't like looking for bears in the dark. Anyways, Got a good shot on that bear right at 700, and it kind of hobbled away, and I got a follow-up on it. When I got the follow-up shot and it whirled, I saw blood, so I knew I had 2 good hits in it. Yeah, I had to hustle down here and hike way up this other side, super steep country. And I told my wife I would only look until dark, because I don't like looking for bears, especially by myself in brushy country, as you can see, in the dark. So I got right to where I made the follow-up shot, saw good blood, could see where the brush was matted down, looked down and saw a paw sticking up. So we got a bear down. I can't believe it, guys. Man, this has been an adventure of a trip. Oh, I was praying on that hillside all day, sitting out there for hours just waiting that a bear would come out. And it was pretty crazy. One chocolate came out, and he went in the brush, and while I was looking for him to come out, I looked over, and with my naked eye, I saw this bear out on the cliffs. Could tell it was sizably bigger, so decided to go for that. And yeah, made a shot at 690 yards, another follow-up, and we got a bear down. So lights fading fast, get some footage for you guys, and then I got to get some quick pictures and then get to work, because we're in brushy country and I'm by myself. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm gonna take the gun with me just in case. All right. Oh, they always die in brushy country. All right, let me just check on this guy real quick. All right, it's down. Follow-up shot was perfect. The first shot was slightly quartered away, and I had to hold for wind. You can see the exit came out a little bit back on the haunches. Oh, nice sucker. Dang. Look at the paws on that guy. Oh, that thing is big. All right, guys. Light is fading fast, so sorry I had to break out the phone and use the flash to get some footage for you guys, but here's my 2024 spring bear. What an epic adventure this entire trip has been, all solo. Just so crazy it came together after spotting a good chocolate last night and then coming down and waiting him out all day in the rocks. Just such a crazy adventure. Oh man, I'm just stoked on this bear. Look at the noggin on this boar. Just a beast. Oh man, so cool. Such an awesome adventure. So, all right, I'm gonna get to work and start getting some meat for the family. So, thanks for watching.
All right, it is 12:30 a.m. We got the meat. We got the cape and skull there. Gonna throw all this on the pack. And then I gotta head down, get my camp gear on the trail, hike down the trail a little bit, set up camp, and then finish things off in the morning, hiking back out of here. So we'll see you guys in the morning.
All right, guys. Sorry for lack of footage. Just been kind of hustling and working here. Got up this morning and I had to hike back up the trail and grab the cape and skull. Gonna work on hiking out now. I gotta make 2 trips back in here to get meat, so 2 trips total. So gonna make my way out with the first trip and then head back in for the rest. So thanks for following along, and we'll see you at the trailhead. All right, guys, on the phone camera here, but figured I'd do the last pickup for you guys for the trip. Yeah.
Look at that stud. Oh man, last year's shed, but on an east slope here, so not getting too much sun, and this thing is still in great shape. Yes. Oh man, just ranged it. I was at about 1,500 yards the other night glassing for bears, and picked this guy up in the binos, and figured if I could make it work with the trip coming back in here, that I'd come back and grab this guy. So had to come grab it this morning, and oh man, I'm glad I did. Yeah, that is my best find of the year, for sure. That is a great bull. Heck yeah.